हाँ.
Hello and very good evening, all of you. So here in this webinar, we are going to discuss about the Chinese language, and this webinar is brought to you by Big Ben the Language School, where you can you can train yourself on several foreign languages. And today, along with me, we have Chinese language expert, Miss Charmi, and she will be guiding you about Chinese language, why we should learn Chinese language, why this language is preferable nowadays, and what are the benefits of learning this language. So, Charmi ma'am, I do welcome you in this webinar. Please tell others about what is this Chinese language and how they can learn this language.
Thank you so much for your introduction. First of all, I'll just talk about myself, few things. The very first thing that Chinese language, I'm also a person like you, don't know which language should learn and all. So yes, I also, heard Chinese is popular and very future, China going to be the biggest market for the Indian people. So why not to go for this language? So I have completed my all the Chinese language from the China only. I was in China for 3 years just to learn this language. And during we have the New Year holidays and all, I used to do interpretation works and all those things. Now let me tell you what Chinese language is all about. People say Chinese language is one of the toughest language. Now let me tell you, if you have Google it, 1/5 part of this planet speak the Mandarin language. Though, like as I said, in India also we have a different dialect. So if you go to China, even China has a different dialect. So over here you can see in India majorly we have 22 major language which we speak, but in China the standard language it's Mandarin, which 873 people speak. So if you go to north part of China, south part of China, if you go to Hong Kong, Macau, of course you will come across people speak Cantonese also. But yes, Mandarin is one of the language where any place you go, people will understand and they also speak that. Okay, now let me tell you that why Mandarin language is easy. Now, over here, we first come across any language we'll learn the alphabets. Now, in Chinese, alphabets we call pinyin, and like how we have, if we have our mother tongue, of course, we also have their writing part. So, same way, Chinese also have its own writing part. So, pinyin over here, can you see written? The thing is written in English only, but the pronunciation, it won't be same like how we speak in English or in our mother tongue. So it will be the sound will be different. And these are the characters. So let me teach you what is pinyin first of all. So over here, I have written ni ha, that means hello. So if I separate this two words, ni becomes you, ha becomes good, okay, well. And if I merge these two together, it's going to be hello, ni ha. Now, let me show you the structure of that pinyin. So over here, first we take the word ne. Now, in this, the first word will be, the first letter will be N, then I. So I will divide this and then tone. Now, Chinese is a tonal language. Remember this thing. Same way over here, how? So H is initial, letter A and O. Again, like we also have the vowel, Chinese also have the vowel. So A and O is vowel, and then there is a tone. Now, pinyin is a combination of initials plus finals plus tones. Now, what is initials? Initials is nothing but the consonants. Finals is nothing but the vowels and the tone, because Chinese is a tonal language. Now, if I want to pronounce this, for example, if I pronounce ne, you have to listen my sound and then you have to divide the sound. This is how it works. So letter N, they pronounce no, no. Letter I, we pronounce letter I as I in English, but they pronounce letter I as E. So if you know your mother tongue, if you know the Hindi alphabets, then this table is very easy for you. It's like a cakewalk for you. And the tone. So of course, this is all about we're going to focus, that is tone. So if you see over here, we have total 23 initials, which we come across in level 1. When you go for level 1, we first focus on the tables, that is initials, finals, and tones. So first of all, we're going to focus on these initials. So any word starts with these initials. Second, after adding this initial, we will be adding finals. Finals is nothing but the vowels. So over here, if you even have search on the YouTube, you will come across, oh, there are 24 finals. But let me tell you, not to worry. Why? If you know only these 6 vowels, more than enough. Because we are Indian, if someone pronounce ow, for you very easy to get it, a, letter A, and O, that is ow. So you don't go with this compound finals or nasal finals. It's not even needed. Just need to remember this single finals. That's all. So you just have to remember the 23 initials and the 6 single finals, and it's done. Now let's focus on the tones, how the tone works. Now in Chinese, because Chinese is a tonal language, we have total 5 tones. But over here, we will be focusing only on the 4 tones. The reason is that Chinese is a tonal language. Now, 5th tone does not have any tone. So that is why we're going to focus on these 4 tones. So first tone is flat tone. That is why I took this picture of McDonald. So first tone is flat tone. Second tone is down to up. Third tone is V shape. And the 4th tone is falling tone. Falling tone. Now let me show you that how it is sound. So over here, I'm going to play one of the video, which over here I took one of the vowel, that is letter A, and let me show you how it sounds.
一声一声汉语一声啊啊，二声二声汉语二声啊啊，三声三声汉语三声啊啊，四声四声汉语四声啊啊，一声啊啊啊，二声啊啊啊，三声啊啊啊，四声啊啊啊，这是汉语声调歌，这是汉语声调歌。
Okay, I hope now you got an idea like how it works, how the tone sound. Let's do practice again. So over here, I took one of the word, letter M. Again, if we say ma, of course, they also say ma. Now, I took the vowel, as I said, initial, then add final. So after final, you have to look for the tone. If you see over here, if your tone change, the meaning is also changing. So over here, if I'm pronouncing ma, it means mother. But by mistake, for example, if you're calling your mom and by mistake if you pronounce ma, it becomes horse. So that's what, while remembering the words, while practicing the words, we also have to focus on the tones. So this is how the simple is. Now, let's go to the next part. Now, let's take some examples. So the very first example, the capital of China, I took over here, that is Beijing. Beijing. Now, can you tell me what is the initial over here? Yes. So over here, the initial will be what? That first letter, as I said, B, B. But Chinese letter B don't pronounce B. They pronounce P, P. Now, as I said, you have to just remember the single vowels. So that is letter E is A, letter I is E. So P and I. So pai, pai. Once you got to know which letter has used, now listen the tone. Pei, pei. So this is the third tone. Pei. Now let's see the next one. Ching. Okay, over here, letter J, they don't pronounce J. They pronounce chi, chi, chi. I is again E, N is no, and G is go. So together, because it's a first tone, flat tone, it will pronounce ting. Now let's pronounce together. Pei ting, pei ting. This is how it works. Same way, I have used the same table, single finals, initial, that's all. Okay. Now let's focusing on the numbers. Now, for example, if you go to any China market or something, let me give you my example. When I went very first time, I want to buy something. I bought it, and because they were in there, no one speak English. So I bought it, and then I said, like, I just did the action, and then they said, "Liu shi kuai," and I'm like, I'm not understood. Simply what they did, they just did this action. Now you should know this hand gestures. If you even know the hand gestures, you can easily crack that what was the price of that product, whatever you buy. So this is how we going to learn it. Okay. Now, next one, we're going to focus on the Chinese characters. People says because it is Chinese character, and Chinese is not just like we use in English, it is one of the difficult one. So let me tell you how the easiest way I have made it over here. You just have to imagine the character, and this is how it's going to be read, and this is how it's going to be mean. For example, the black one, can you see? This is the character. Now, that is the character for door. That is the character for door. For example, over here in the beginning, if you see the picture below, this part is nothing but this one. So earlier in the village, if you remember, we don't have the advanced lock system. What we have? The latch on the top. So the same thing I have shown over here. Okay. Now, if you see the same door I have used over here. Now, can you see I have used that boy over here, the child, and the child is using the mouth. So this mouth, because Chinese is using this standard one, which converted everything to square and rectangular, this changed to square. So what is the purpose of door and mouth over here? So they says, for example, any unknown person come to your place. Are you going to allow that person? No, right? So what it means, at door, you're going to do question and answering to that person, right? So that is why we say one. One means to ask. This is how they use the logic. Darwaza hai, wahan pe mouth laga diya, it means you are doing question answering. Okay. Now, let me show you one more. Okay. So the Chinese character, how it was look like earlier. So can you see this part, the first part? Very easy to understand. Okay, this is the mountain, how it was looking it. But now it is changed to like this. Just wait a moment. Okay, sorry for the interruption. So this is the mountain. Now, can you see how it looks right now? Same way, earlier time, if I want to show the sun, there is a circle, like how I used to draw when I was child. And then we just show the sun rays and all. But they changed later on, the seal script came. It looks like this. Then later on, next semi-cursive script. So there are total 6 type of script in China, which they use. But of course, they're going to use the simplified one. So this is how it looks now. This is the regular script. So now let me show you one of the example. Okay. Okay, so this is the example I can show here. So can you see the earlier script? That is the oracle born script. There is a sun, there is a moon. So whatever it looks like earlier, similar right now it is looking the same. Now I have combined this two. So Chinese also use the radical. Radical is what? It just give you the meaning. So this means tomorrow. So this is how we remember sun and moon together. It means tomorrow. Okay. Now, let me tell you what is the difference between Mandarin Chinese and the English. So the very good thing for you people that Chinese people don't have past perfect, present perfect, future perfect. So if you want to make it like I have been, I had this, I went, they don't use all those things. Second thing, they don't use plural. There is no gender. He, she, his, him, her. They only have the one word, tha, tha. It is again depending on your context. What you are saying, people will understand, okay, this person is talking about girl or this person is talking about a boy. Now, let me tell you one word over here. This word is about one word. I have used only the one word, tian. Tian means electric. Now, with that, I have used the separate word. So, tian. Now, it becomes computer. So, what logic this is? Electric and now means brain. So, a brain which required the electricity. That is what? Computer. Next one. Tian. Hua. Now, hua, if you see the second one, hua is speak. So, can you see over here? I have used this speaking radical. There is again the mouth. Just now we have studied. So you need to speak something, you need the electricity. So it's called telephone. Next one is tian ying. Ying is nothing but shadow. So again, you can see over here sun. So of course, if you remember the movie Swadesh, that time there was no such theater and all. So where people used to watch movie. So, you know, there is just a curtain and there is that sun, some light comes, that projector. So that projector having that light. So for that also you need electricity. And then that shadow comes. So this right hand part is nothing but that shadow. So this is how we remember the character. The word for movie is tian ying. Tian ying. Now, let's learn few words. Now, can you see over here, the two people are just shaking hands. So we will say ni hao, ni hao. That is hello. This one is wo, the word for I, me. Now, the word for to be called, jiao, jiao. Okay. Now, let's learn one sentence. Ni hao, wo jiao. And then your name. Remember, in Chinese, whenever you tell your name, first say your surname and then say your given name. So, ni hao, 我叫沙佳米. Ni hao, 我叫武佳美. So that's my Chinese name, 武佳美. Now, let me show you what we're going to come across in any levels. So, level 1, focusing, of course, listening, reading, writing, speaking, and of course, the culture part. But with that, the bonus you will get, that is the typing. Because not necessary if you are dealing with Chinese people, not necessary that you have to write in a book. Maybe they can ask you that just send me emails or we'll just have a chat. Then if you can read the character, of course you can type the character. Now let me show you in listening what we're going to come across. So listening, of course, I'll provide you the textbook and workbook. With that, there will be the audios. But with that, in addition, you will come across some movie clips. There will be some songs, some story. And of course, the moment we finish any chapter, there will be quiz and PPT on that. And every day we have the revision in the class. With that, also, you have to solve the workbook part. Now, what advantage you will get if you saw some movie clips or something? Now, first thing, in level 1, we have only 150 words, but it's my guarantee that you will learn more than 150 words, because in level 1, I don't only teach from the textbook, but also out of the syllabus, which is not part of the textbook. For example, like a movie clips, few videos. So you will come across what? New words. You will come across the casual, the informal, the formal conversation. with that, you will also keep in touch with that trend. For example, the very first trend, let me tell you, which is everyone knows now. If I want to say that, oh, you have done very good job, like, we show like this, but Chinese just have to say liu liu liu. That's what, like, you are great, awesome. So this is what people used to say. Okay, now the second thing, as I said, we also going to come across few videos which is not part of the textbook. So let me show you how it is.
可以进来吗？
请进。杨老师您好，
你好，
这是我朋友，他是记者。
请问您贵姓？
我姓陆，叫陆宇平。
你好，陆先生，认识你很高兴。
杨老师，认识您我也很高兴。
Okay, so this is how we going to play the videos, and then we will be having the discussion, what you understood, what you not understood. Once it will be done, let me show you one of the quiz I have prepared. Okay, so over here, first I'll play the question part.
花园小区在南边还是北边？
Now, again, I'll play the whole
请
dialogue.
问前边是南边吗？
你去哪儿啊？
花园小区，
应该往回走。
从这儿到花园小区还有多远？
Now, after listening the questions, you have to select A or B. 南边, 北边. Okay. For example, I selected 南边. My answer is wrong because the answer was 北边. So this is how we studied. So this is just to make the game interactive, the study interactive. This is how we learn it. Okay. Now, let's go back to the next one. Now, once it is done, we also have a quiz based on the video. Over here, you will watch a video. In between, the question will pop up and then you will answer it. Now, there is also a facility in this video quiz. For example, you not understood the answer. You can again have an option of to rewatch. Let me play this one.
陆雨平，你好吗？
我很好。
Okay, so over here, the question came, what is the name of that guy? If you know, you can answer it. So this is over here, I have shown like how you can answer it in Chinese also. If you don't know, click on rewatch. And then again, it will be show you.
很好。
But if you
你爸爸
know,
妈妈好吗？
just continue.
他们都很好。你忙吗？
我不忙。
So this is how it works. Now, this was over the listening part. We're going to have the practice. Let's see the reading and the writing part. Reading part, of course, textbook, workbook we have. There is a section of reading also. So we're going to have the reading. We're also having the grammar part. So the good thing is grammar is totally opposite to English. If you know your mother tongue, more than enough. They don't use past perfect. They don't have plurals and all those things. On top of that, they don't even use the articles. The, an apple, the book. They don't use the, and. Okay, now let me show you how I make it interactive again for the grammar part. Okay, so over here I'll spin and then there is some grammar structure part. Okay, I just stopped. It was on flip. Okay, so this is how the question will come. You just have to rearrange. This is how it's going to be. Okay, now again there is one more quiz where okay, this will be the sentence like this and you have to answer it. What can be the right answer? So as we said, like Chinese have subject, verb and noun. So 我 just now we studied 我 means I, 老师 means teacher. So I am a teacher. Of course, Chinese don't use a, so I am teacher. So the word for am, is, are, we say shi. But for example, I give the wrong answer. For example, let's say like this, may. Okay, so all these games are just made it to make the learning part interactive, nothing else. And this is how you're going to get your revision and everyday practice. Second thing, character, as I said, how it's going to be explained, because all the characters are logical. There are tricks to remember those characters. Based on that, again, we will be having few quiz. Every day there will be a test. Now let's focus on the speaking part. In the speaking, every day you have to speak. Once you've done chapter 3 in level 1, you will start giving your self-introduction in Chinese. And once I taught any word to you, you can speak with me only in Chinese, no other language. So this is how the practice will come. After a certain stage, I will divide you with your partners, and then you will frame your own script, and then you will perform it in the class. So this is how the class works. Now, second thing, the important is always remember that revision is important. If you don't get time to solve the workout, no worries. Everything happens in the class. But yes, you have to remember the words, because the words are everything. If you know the words, you know everything. You can even frame the sentence. Second exercise I do, that the picture is given. For example, over here the picture is given. You just have to see the picture. Of course, we have studied few words in the grammar, and you have to just speak on that. So this is how the class goes on. Okay, 谢谢你们. Thank you, Mr. Harsh.
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you
So
so
thank
much.
you. Yes, ma'am. Sure. And thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining the session. Other than this, it was really, really interactive. And
Thank you so much.
coming on to the another part. So if anyone is having any question related to the Chinese language, or you wanted to know more, you wanted to go to China, or for other languages as well, so Big Ben is there to help you out. And you can just contact us anytime. You can note down our website, that is www.bblanguages, or else you can contact us on 8130968333. And thank you so much, everyone, for being a nice audience, and thank you so much, ma'am, for your precious time.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, bye, ma'am. Bye. Take care, and
Bye-bye.
bye, everyone.
Yeah.